12 Caribbean countries have signed on to the Petro Caribe deal. The conference provided those countries the opportunity to report on the benefits derived under the deal and to bring countries up to speed with various improvements to the program. Guy Mayers says he has submitted a report on his findings to Cabinet, which will make a decision in the best interest of the island.
The Ministry of Economic Affairs and the Ministry of Finance will have to look at all the pros and cons, look at St. Lucia's peculiar situation, and then we will have to make a decision as to whether or not the Petro Caribe deal is in the best interest of St. Lucia. Bearing in mind that we already have a huge storage depot owned by Hess, and bearing in mind that Hess will soon be starting the construction of an oil refinery in St. Lucia.
Under the Petro Caribe deal, countries are supplied with oil on concessionary terms. Mayor says countries buy oil at the market rate, but only a certain amount is paid up front. The remainder collected through a 25-year financing agreement.
The concessionary terms that is referred to is not that you're going to be getting the oil at a cheaper price, because Venezuela is part of the OPEC grouping, and therefore they cannot sell you the oil at a cheaper rate. What they are saying is they're going to give you better payment terms.
He says the oil deal makes arrangements for the implementation of a development fund to assist participating countries with funding for poverty alleviation and energy conservation, among other social programs.
They're now talking about the possibility of doing some debt relief in the long term, so that if there are countries who may not be able to pay or honor the debt, that they may be willing to forgive a certain portion of that debt. Now, it is one thing for the current president to make that kind of offer, but whether or not it can be sustained in the long term is another thing.
Venezuela has promised to finance the shipment of oil to participating countries. The Petro Caribe deal allows countries to pay part of the oil cost with other products such as bananas or rice. The previous government had signed a memorandum of understanding signaling the island's intention to accept the deal. The Consumer Affairs Minister insists the government must pursue its final decision with due diligence to ensure the island benefits from the deal. Shannon LeBon, HDS News, Channel 4.